Hello guys and welcome back to some World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you, well, the first replay is in Absolution, as you can see, on Kampenberg, and we're on this spawn point. I'm going across the 9-0 line, just because that's kind of what you got to do. To be honest, in this game mode, you got to basically go down the 9-0 line, protect the AB line from the enemy team who will probably be trying to rush up and into that area, and then turn around and then protect the KJ line. That's kind of why it's called Kampenberg. That is kind of the best strategy. Not saying the other another strategy, like pushing the JK line, will never work, but this is the most safest and best kind of strategy, in my opinion. Is basically just kind of to camp, whittle their numbers down before them pushing in. And there's Kaiju managed to just dodge that one. Don't think he was going to hit me anyway. I think he hit the dirt quite a way in front of me, and he's eliminated straight away. I'm surprised he even actually got into that position so quickly, to be honest. But then we got the T-3488 on that hill there. It is a dangerous tank, so we want to be careful of that thing poking up. Hasn't got the best gun depression, so he will have to expose himself to get any shots on us, and he has been pretty whittled down there. And unfortunately, artillery is going for us straight away, which is never fun. And as you can see, we just pulled off just as he fired in our kind of the direction we were in. Now, we won't get rid of this IS. As you can see, we are not top tier, but we managed to put a lovely shot into him. And now he's kind of getting rushed, so why not? Didn't want to get in front of his gun, to be honest. I think he's not got the big gun, I don't believe. But it is quite a fast-firing gun. So he could mincemeat out of us. And again, we're doing what we normally do. Once the AB line is being cleared, we're going to push back and protect our base on the JK line, because we haven't got rid of that many tanks, to be honest. So the teams are quite up until now were quite equal. So there's a very good chance they are going to be pushing our base, and they are. We're trying to get some shots in here. I am actually training a crew on this. That's not a heavy crew. So it's actually got this crew is for my teeth breaker. I just kind of like, rather than training in just one tank, I put it in 2 tanks, just so I don't have to play the same tank over and over again to train the crew. So it is in the Absolution. So it is set up for a light tank, or a light build, so it has got a little bit of stealth to this tank, a little bit of it's quite good at spotting, as you can see. We are out spotting some tanks, and obviously this is quite a low tier, so there might be people who with very few crew skills, maybe not even equipment, so we are gonna not do too badly when it comes to spotting. We do have to be very careful of that J Panther. He could do us some serious damage. We are winning this. That push on the AB line is faltered and pretty much collapsed, so it's kind of good I didn't go that way, and that's another reason why I don't go that way, because if they're camping, which there will be some people camping near the base, it is quite hard to push. Anyway, we got just over 2,000 combined, which for a tier 6 isn't bad. The Absolution seems to get about up to 2,000 damage fairly easily. For tier 6, that is good. Now we are pushing because there is not many of the enemy tanks left. We want to get a bit more damage. This could go fairly badly for us, right? But at the end of the day, we know there's a TD and a heavy over there, so worst case scenario, there's a heavy over here, and obviously then the artillery could target us. But we want to get some damage before the end of the game. We are going to win this one. So as long as I do some damage before I get taken out, that's fine. We should still win. But this guy is on full health, and it's the ARL, and it's pretty good. And there's one of the TDs, not TDs, artilleries, and he's looking under direction. We spot the other one, and he's looking at us straight away. And of course, he just both pump shots into me, and it's like, right, okay, we're going to try to finish these guys off. And to be honest, we can take a hit. He didn't do any damage that time. So as you can see, we've got over 3,000 combined. I'm just about to say, probably best I load premium for these last tanks. This guy has got quite good armor. He rushed that shot, which obviously meant he's died. There's a tier 7 KV3 there. We probably could go, if we get into a soft spots, we could pair him with normal AP rounds, but it's the end of the game. We want to get as much damage as we can before the end of the game. Fluff that shot because we hit a dip. And unfortunately, yeah, missed out on a bit of damage. And luckily, so about almost 4,000 combined there, which is not bad at all. And we got 4 kills, so we did come top of the team. And first class, and we got Biscucci's, so more than happy with that. And yeah, the Absolution is still pretty OP, to be honest, at a tier 6. Even after all this time, it's still a great tank. Alright, we are in the Ignis Progetto. This video is going to go up long after this event, but at this current time, I was trying to get the Ignis or the Teethbreaker. That operation was on, and I was going for the Ignis because I wanted, basically, I already had this tank, obviously, but I wanted the silver. Just going out in the Warhammer tanks a lot. And obviously, the Ignis can put out some great games. It's not got the best missile in the game for 2 reasons. It doesn't do the most alpha damage. You're only doing like, I think it's like 800 damage you can get out on this thing. Also, it comes out very much on the right hand side. As you can see, it's right on the right hand side behind the turret. So obviously, sometimes I'm like, oh, fire the missile because I'm looking in the right direction, and the missile goes straight into the wall because I'm too close to the wall, and I'm like, oh right, it doesn't come out from the turret, it actually comes out from the track kind of area. This guy's pushing. Stupid idea. I mean, that's the main reason why I hate missiles. They just, it means, yeah, like that. Yeah, just, oh, I can get a missile and get over 1,000 damage. Let's just rush in. I thought he was going to come for me. I don't know what he was doing there. Just maybe wanted to kill himself. I don't know. I really don't know what that guy was thinking. But now we're on a reload on both, which is kind of annoying. That's kind of what you kind of want to avoid doing, if possible. Obviously, if you're going into a pretty much full health tank, and you can put a missile in and then unload a whole clip into him to get rid of him, that's fine. But obviously you want to try to stagger those reloads because both reloads are pretty damn long. But yeah, obviously sometimes I forget about that myself and like, damn, I've got to wait for a reload here, got ages to wait. But at this point in time it's fine because, you know, no one's really showing themselves. Kind of waiting for those guys on top of that hill to either be spotted or pushed down, and there they are pushing down. Yeah, fired my missile a little bit too quickly there. It's kind of hard to gauge the distance sometimes. This guy's just pulling out. I don't know why he's doing that. He's looking at me. I'm expecting to fire his missile. Just putting loads of these shots actually into people. As you can see, accuracy is pretty bad. Go for a reload. I have my missile and there seems to be guys surrounding me. And he put a missile into me, but I put a missile back. I am waiting for my reload, hoping that some of my team, and it's really bad aim, hoping for some actual allies to come in and help. And there we go. He fluffs his shot, waiting for a missile. Just need a reload at this point in time. He puts another shot into me, but yeah, pumping full of shots. We're down to very much a one shot here. As you can see, we've got well over 6,000 combined, which is nice. And 2 kills, which isn't bad. I enjoyed the game. That's all that matters. I felt like I've contributed to the game and kind of just done what this tank needs to do, which is kind of assassinate and pump out the damage. I was considering pulling back there, but he looked like he actually ducked down behind a rock, so obviously I'm a little bit reluctant to really heavily push here because they're going to just push me to get that final kill. And he actually shows his face. I'm looking at a guy, uh-oh. Put a missile into him. And luckily gets taken out. And he actually aimed at someone else. He's looking at me. He's going to be looking at me. There we go. And just dodged that shot. And almost 10,000 combined. That really turned around in the last minute of that game. We've got a first class and a high caliber. Nothing to be sniffed at. Like I said, fun game. And nice little tank. So right, we're in the same map, but now we're in World War II, and we're out in the Lehman Russ. Great heavy tank. Just very slow. I haven't got any... I can't remember what the equipment is, but I don't think I've got the equipment for extra engine power or anything like that. So it is pretty damn slow. Just like the Rogal Dawn, which I'll be showing you soon. I've pretty much only played a couple of games in it so far, so I can't really give you a proper review of it. But it's going to be, yeah, just why I don't know. This Lehman Russ has got it in for me for some reason, and he will be a thorn in my side for quite a bit of the game. I don't know what he had it in for me for some reason, and this is what I can do because I can think of damages my gun. I have to repair it. Yeah, this tank is quite difficult to pen. Don't know how I'm not sure where he penned me on there, but he did pen me, so a little bit annoying. Didn't go for the Tyran that was right in front of him, who can literally dish out so much damage to him. And again, luckily he gets hit, because if he didn't get hit, I think he would have just poked around even more just to try to get him shot into me. There's an FV. Don't want to be taking any damage from that. Luckily missed his shot on me, so I pull back. Looks like there's people coming in from the flank. I'm a little bit worried about getting hit in the side here. As you can see, we've got 2,500 combined, just over. How this guy is getting away with that, I have no idea. How that Lehman Russ is getting across there. But then there isn't actually that many people on the hill. There is still a TD and a medium. Not sure why they weren't putting shots into that Lehman Russ. Bit annoying, really. He got away with that, because I certainly wouldn't have if I did that. So now we know the Lehman Russ is not in front of us anymore. Should have just taken a shot, but now I can see this guy's right behind me. So we're going to poke up. We get a bit of assisted here. Worried about that shit barn is there, so don't really want to be taking 1,000 damage in that. The M103 does, apparently. Just trying to keep him spotted, hoping the guys on the hill would actually, maybe hit something that's incredibly dangerous. Put a lovely shot into the Centurion 7-1, exposing his lower hull there a little bit too much. Now he's showing his side of his turret, but a lovely shot into him. Now that Lehman Russ has come around again, is trying to put more damage into me for some reason. I don't know, again, he's put a shot into me. I don't know where he's penning me, really. Yeah, it's failing to pen me. Not sure what my teammates are doing here. Just kidding. No, you can't pen me. And he gets taken out. So yeah, him just concentrating on me ruined his own game, but you know, which is good for me, because now I can concentrate. Yes, I'm only 600 health, but there's lots of teams will struggle to pen. I've managed to track him. Of course, again, I'm just fail to understand what my team is doing here. But another shot into him, and he's bouncing all of his shots there. So you can see we've got 3,400 damage, 1,600 assisted, and 3,000 blocked. Now this is the very rare occasion when armor can actually mean something. I did see a shot come across my side there, which I've got to be very careful of. Got him tracked. That's another tank that have been putting shots into me earlier. So a bit annoying. Trying to find a shot, and he does. Of course, that one misses. Super annoying. Really wanted to put a shot into him there. Should hopefully be able to depend on our team to take that guy out, because there's a TD and a medium there. But I know there's a medium somewhere still over there, but don't know if he might have been taken out. But there we go. Now, should have probably taken that guy out that was only on 29 health, but don't know if he's AFK. Taking him out. Now we've got that AMX 50B. Oh no, it's a tier. This is a tier 9 version. Sorry. And he's trying. And I've bounced a shot. I don't know how I bounced a shot on that thing, but never mind. He's in for a reload because he bounced lots of his shots. I just need to see slightest part of him, and I can pen him. And as you can see, we've got 4,300 now, 2,500 combined. Just, yeah, it was gonna happen in the end. Now we've just got the TDs left. I think I was just checking to see what they were. An E4. Well, 2 dangerous TDs, to be honest. Like I said, I'm a one-shot to either of those, pretty much. And there's the E4. No, it's not the E4, sorry. And he gets absolutely blammed there. It's one, like I said, another example of the last shot on any tank either bounces or low rolls for that guy to then survive a little bit longer. Kind of proving my point. It's on 1 health. I don't know how many times I see that. It's on 1 health or like 10 health. Anyway, not that it matters. Like I said, I don't. You know, it's a little bit annoying sometimes when you're like, there's one last tank and you've done the majority of the damage to the guy, and then your rest of your team comes piling in, and you're like, good, I've loaded to get the actual kill on the guy. And then you bounce, and then your teammate pens them straight away. That can be annoying. But we just got this one tank left. Now, it's a dangerous tank, but very little chance of it winning the game against all full 5 of us. I am, like I said, a one-shot. He's on full health, so I do think, oh, this guy down here, what's his health? He's on a one-shot. I'm on a one-shot. That's 2 out of the 5 one-shots. Our TD is gone into the cap area. Now this guy is coming in. I'm just like, oh, he's doing the circle of death around him. Can I actually get anything on this guy? And doesn't look like it, does it? Doesn't look like it, no. A bit annoying, but there you go. Very nice game, right? What's our combined? So over 7,000 combined. 7,500 basically. So a not very nice game. First class, not even the high caliber in that game. But it's a shit barn came second. So, you know, he only has to pen a few shots. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on our team with 0 damage. So if we had an okay game, we probably would have lost that. And then my best game so far in the Rogal Dawn. I do have the main gun and the auto cannon. I do not have the double barrel, which you can get. But I don't, because it's the inferior gun in all kind of most people's opinions. Although I do have the, like I said, I've not played a double barrel tank, and that's one of the next lines I'm going down. So I was tempted to try it out, the double barrel system, but I was just like, I don't really. Unfortunately, I did want to report that bloody artillery, because beginning of the game, super slow tank. I can't. There we go. That's sung true. Autocannon takes a little bit of a wild reload, interclip reload, but so that waffle tried to get a shot on us and bounced and then died. So that was a good little push for him. As you can see, not a bad game so far. There's another Rogal Dawn in front of us and a Yag. Yag Panther. Oh no, what is it? No, it's the Japanese one. As you can see, bounced 2,000, got 1,000, got 2,000 combined assisted damage. So yeah, this is even slower than Lehman Russ, but its armor's not as good. So you're thinking, right, okay, so the armor's not as good, then what is the point of this tank? Well, it's the damage output. The auto gun has got pretty decent pen. You can pen the lower plate of a lot of tanks, and you've got 4 shots in the chamber and the big gun as well. So your potential damage in this thing is pretty insane. But yeah, the speed is a massive issue. I do have the increased horsepower in this thing, I believe. Bounced, unfortunately, didn't quite get the sweet spot there, unfortunately. But never mind. We have to wait for a reload now. That's a bit of a problem when you're waiting for a reload of your big gun and your auto cannon. But this with this gun, when you're in a town situation, small map in a town situation, a bit like this tank is pretty OP. The damage output is insane. It obviously can bounce a few shots. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. But you could say it's a fair tank, because obviously it is so damn slow. People are going to get behind you. It's one of those situations where if you're on a big map, this tank, you could basically not see any damage. You know, if you go to the wrong flank on a big map, and you miss out on the enemy goes the other way, you're probably not getting any damage, right? If your team loses, then you're going to have a very bad time of it. As you can see, we are penning this guy. But the Rogal Dawn there is actually putting shots into me. Luckily that guy got taken out. If he hit me, it would have been very bad. But as you can see, we still had a decent game. If we died now, if I got 6,700 damage, combined damage, which ain't bad in the slightest. Trying to get this lower plate of this guy, but just trying to track him, to be honest. See if any of our guys to put shots into him. He's at a bad angle for me. I'm just kind of waiting for them to make a mistake at this point. I haven't got many hit points to play with. Those Rogel Dawns have put most of the damage into me because they kind of know what they're doing with their tank and against a similar tank. And now the teams are equal. We have to be very careful. As you can see, making this all gun work for us. And we do take him out. We go for a full reload because our big gun is reloaded now. I am probably going to experiment with this tank a little bit. With like equipment and things like that, just to try to see if I can get it to move a little bit faster, or just embrace the slowness of the tank and just work on the gun. Finally put a shell into him, killed that guy. So we're on our third kill. So just got over 8,000 combined, which is not bad at all. We just got artillery, probably not going to make it in time, right? We're the slowest guy in the game. So I'll just get this over and done with. If you did like the video, give it a like and comment. And if you think the Rogel Dawn is OP, balanced, or bad, leave a comment, because I'll be interested to see what the community thinks of this tank. Like I said, I think it's OP when it's a city map, but bad in the open maps. But do, like I said, subscribe, guys, if you did like this video, because I'll be bringing you more replays, mastery replays, reviews of updates and things like that in the near future. And that's only a second class, guys. That was only a second class. Can you believe that? I was like, what? So some people are having absolute stonkers of games in that thing. And now the last game is completely different. We're in a light tank. And it's obviously, this was recorded after the operation had finished. I got the Ignis, got the silver, and I could finally just play other tanks. And this is, like I said, I just maybe I've got a bit of ADHD. Honestly, I cannot. I've marked tanks in the past. I've got a free marked Tiger 1, but I've tried to mark other tanks, and I've just lost interest. When I've hit like the 90% mark, it's just like, I want to play different tanks. I've got so many tanks. I'm just like, I can only play a few games in one tank before I get bored. And obviously, for that operation, you had to kind of play to get the best results. You had to be out in, don't know why he did that. And again, a lot of games recently, the artillery seems to be going for me in light tanks. It's just like, why are you going for the light tank? Yeah, okay, I know I'm your kind of worst nightmare, but it's the chance of hitting a light tank is very slim. So you would usually go for heavies, but it just seems to be a thing at the moment, going for light tanks than artillery. So yeah, like I said, for the operation, you get extra points for using a Warhammer 40,000 commander, and obviously they were kind of geared onto my Warhammer tanks, so I had to play those same tanks over and over again. So after that's finished, I am just playing some other tanks, which will be nice, like light tanks. Seem to be a lot of kind of like slow, kind of heavy tanks in the Warhammer collection. Apart from like the Ignis and the Teethbreaker, but the Teethbreaker isn't a particularly good tank, but it is a fast tank. But I mean, you do have the Reaper Scythe, and it's a medium, but it's quite a sluggish medium. Takes it a long time to get up to its full speed. So don't really, as far as it is a medium, it's a very slow medium. So it's been nice to be able to go out and some different tanks, some light tanks for a change. I do like my light tanks. Speed and flexibility is key in World of Tanks. So anyway, we are, as you can see, our team is winning by a fair amount. So we're just gonna wait a little bit, see if they keep pushing this flank. Once they've run out of steam, I'll kind of push up towards their base area and take out that artillery as soon as I can, to be honest. Since he was targeting me for no reason. Yeah, quite a long video. I know I should probably divide these up. And again, artillery's going for me again. It's like he wants me to come and kill him. Yeah, another long video. Should have probably... I know when it comes to... And of course, we get hit for the majority of our health there by... I guess it was a Tran or AVRE. I was going to probably look up and see. Yeah, there's an AVRE in the game. And a Tran. So it could have been either of those tanks. Fantastic. Love those big guns in the game at the moment. Can take you out in one hit. Really fun, dynamic gameplay of those guns that can take you out in pretty much one hit. Well, good job, Wargaming, as usual. Just making this game almost unplayable. So we've got to be a bit... So we're being cautious now. We've been put down to a one-shot to every tank in the game. Trying to use our stealth. And, yeah, we've got the second kill of the game. We've got up to about 2,000 combined. We are facing tier 10s in this game. So, like I said, going to get outspotted by some of these tanks as well. Because, obviously, we're tier 8. So that's a bit annoying. But we're going to try to make the most of this. We're moving around the map a bit. Trying to spot up. Like I said, if we can get that artillery out of the game, I'd be more than happy. At the end of the day, that's all I'm... At this point in the game, I'm just like, yeah. Lucky for that hit, but he could have been... Yeah, there we go. So that could have been the guy that put us onto one shot, and we managed to take him out, which is nice. This gun's pretty damn good. And the reload isn't bad at all either. I really do like this tank. It is very good. We get spotted, but whatever. There is a good chance someone might YOLO me because they want that bit of extra XP of killing someone, which is because they know their team's going to lose anyway. Yeah, that does happen. So, if you're playing this game, do be careful of that. People are more than willing to run out in front of loads of guns just to get a bit of XP. And we see where that shot comes from, so we're pushing up here. This guy doesn't look like he's going for the artillery. Doesn't seem to know where the artillery is. We spot him up. Put a lovely shot into him. He knows he's really fired not too long ago, but lovely shot into him. And we get behind these trains because he's going to find it difficult to hit me over these trains, although he could probably splash me to death, to be fair. We're just waiting for the reload right now. Now he's definitely fired, so all 3 shots. And we took him out. More than happy with this game. So we got well over 3,000 combined. Yeah, and 4 kills. And can't remember what I'm not 100% sure what all my kills were, but at least 2 of them were tier 10s, so that should be a lovely boost of XP for this tank. I mean, taking out tier 10s in a tier 8 is always satisfying. destroying tanks 2 tiers higher than you, and probably quite annoying for them as well. But yeah, we're going to push up behind the enemy tanks that are across here. Now, the thing is, they might turn around expecting us to come up behind them, so we do have to be careful on that. One of them has killed themselves because they know they're losing, so that's a bit annoying. But no, they can carry on pushing. Put a lovely shot into that guy. Unfortunately, it's dead. Go for a reload. Might be a bit pointless going for a reload. He'd probably be dead before I get there. Almost fly off the cliff. He's going towards a TD, and he gets taken out. Anyway, that was the video, guys. A good mix of tanks, some really good games, some okay games, some fun games, and that's all that matters. Anyway, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.